Hello, and welcome, family. Thank you for joining me today on Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. I pray that you all are doing well and that blessings are pouring your way. So, today we're going to discuss, what went on in my week and, what trials and tribulations I may have had, but no, just what went on with me. We'll discuss this week's news, some tech news, a little culture, and, a little bit of mess, just a little bit, not too much. So, I hope you all are having a wonderful week. This is Christmas week. We are getting ready to celebrate the birth of Jesus. And don't forget, y'all, Jesus is the reason for the season. Never forget that, okay? While we out here buying gifts and making it about decorations, just remember what we are doing all of this in celebration of. So don't forget the reason for the season. All right. So this week was pretty interesting. I'm still working, still wrapping gifts, still, fighting with that little elf on the shelf, trying to do all kind of fun and interesting things with him. And I think I'm gonna make like a little video of some of the spots that he was in this year and put it up on my TikTok and Facebook and what else I got? YouTube, all of that, showcase a little bit of those things. And one of the most exciting things though I did do was I was able to get my ancestry results back, y'all. Yes. Like you won't believe what I am. So it turns out that your girl is, hold on, I'm pulling it up. 32% Nigerian. Ooh, ooh. So yes, and I am 15%, I might say this wrong, but Benin and Togo. Excuse me if I say it wrong. I gotta brush up on all of this now because this is a part of my heritage. So I'm definitely about to dive in. And then the rest of them are under 10%, but I got, West Africa, England, Central Africa, Celtic and Gaelic, Southern Africa, Indigenous Americans, and Central and Eastern Europe. So I'm definitely sprinkled with a few little things here and there. So, yeah, that was pretty interesting. And I did look up a lot of, facts about my top 3 places I looked up facts about. Okay, so with the Nigerians, I learned about the capital, their official language, which happens to be English. It's pretty cool. I would love to like dig into the history of that though. And, their population, 230 million, which is really big. Their flag colors, and then also, which are green and white. And then Benin and Togo, I looked up their capital, their culture. They are really heavy in voodoo, so that was pretty interesting. And just other things. I was doing a little research, so I haven't done a lot yet, but I'm gonna look more into that. But it's really interesting. I also found out that my parents really are my parents. Like, imagine taking this test and finding out that your people not your people. Like, how stressful would that be for you? Like, if you were like switched at birth or something like that. But my mom has taken her test, so I am linked to her. And then my dad, he hasn't taken his test, but I have been linked to 3 family members that are linked to my dad's dad, which is my granddad. So yeah, both my parents are my parents so far. Everything is looking legit. But this was really interesting to, go through the process of researching and finding out a little bit of where you're from. I also learned that the parts of America that my family lived in was mostly Virginia, Alabama, and Georgia. So I've been a little Southern gal for many, many centuries. So that was pretty interesting. But I did want my ancestors to have some kind of migration through Jamaica before they made it to America. I was hoping for a little bit of that, but I mean, you know, it is what it is. I wanted some connection that way, but no problem. Um, so then also this week, y'all, my 3-year-old, she taking me through there. Like the song say, take me through there, take me through there. Homegirl taking me all the way through there. Like, she just been so unruly lately. And I'm guessing it's because she's probably not feeling good. She does have a little cold, but she's just been so defiant and just so like strong. And I love that she's strong willed, and I love that she seems like she's gonna have, her own mind made up about things. But we gonna need it to reel in a little bit. Like, goodness gracious, like this little girl is like throwing all kinds of temper tantrums. And I know that's what little kids do. I know, but like, whew, like I'm gonna need her to just chill on out just a little bit for me. Just a little. Like, we were trying to get some last minute shopping done this week, and it was just not very fun. It started off fun, but it didn't end fun. Like, it was not like my favorite part of anything that happened this week. But I mean, it is cool to be able to kick it with my little baby. She is one that always loves to get in the car and go. She don't care where we going. Let's go. And don't take her back home too early because she's gonna be upset. Cause like, why we back home? Why we not still going out? I'm not tired yet. And she never gets tired. So that part. Then I was able to receive the matching PJs. I am so happy. The matching PJs are here. So we're all going to be able to, put on our pajamas and take pictures this weekend. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to have to look up some different cute poses to do and all of that. And I might not do too much though, because I'd be taking my family through it, really. I'm out here pretending that I am a real live photographer, and I just torture them, like trying to get the best shots. I don't mean to, but it just kind of happened like that. I'm trying to become more efficient, like pose right here, boom, take it, we done. And then baby girl getting older. So hopefully this year is going to be a little more fun with her, and she's not going to be as, upset as she was last year. Because last year she was not having it. So yay, I get to tell y'all next episode how this photo shoot went. And hopefully it's gonna be okay. Y'all pray for me, okay? Just please pray for me that everything's gonna work out fine and we ain't gonna have too many mishaps. I know it could be a little bit, but we ain't gonna have too many, in the way. Hey, y'all, guess what? I have something amazing for my listeners. So, Strong Coffee Company has hooked each of my listeners up with an exclusive 20% off at Strong Coffee Company. All you got to do is use my promo code Chat with Mrs. B, and you get an exclusive offer that nobody else can get. So, hey, hurry up and enjoy their Strong Coffee Company's Black Instant Blend and Lattes. Both of these feature organic coffee, protein, MCTs, and adaptogens for sustained energy and mental clarity. And again, this is an exclusive discount for my listeners. This is going to help you promote better sleep, have better mental clarity, and it's also eco-friendly and sustainable practices that they use with making this. So it's ideal for those who are seeking a healthier coffee alternative. And I know that all of us can use a pick-me-up right now. The holidays are close. We're stressed out about bills. We're stressed out about what we're going to be able to do for our families. So why not sit back, relax, and enjoy a cup of strong coffee from this amazing company? Experience better productivity and focus so that you can tackle whatever comes your way throughout the day. And their lattes combine protein, collagen, and hyaluronic acid with healthy fats. This is a delicious taste that rivals traditional coffee. So make sure that you head on over to strongcoffeecompany.com/discount/ Chat with Mrs. B for your exclusive 20% off today. All right, until later, y'all. Hope y'all enjoy. So, let's see here. Next, we can talk about y'all's president. Yeah, I mean, he did do something good, so I did want to, mention on that. So, I saw online everywhere that he is declaring Christmas Eve and December 26th federal holidays for federal workers. And, that's pretty cool. I ain't mad at that. That's good. I think everybody does deserve some more time off because these kids are like, they're home and we're not home with them because we got to be at work and we working all this time. So it's good to at least give parents some more time off. But they need to make the whole week a holiday, and companies just need to plan around it so that you don't have, to be unpaid. But it should be made a holiday the whole week. Go ahead, make it a holiday. We ain't got time for that. And then another thing in the news that I wanted to touch on, and I want to send prayers to everyone involved. So NASCAR champion Greg, I'm going to say it wrong, Biffle, his wife, his young daughter, and their young son all died in a plane crash in North Carolina. Sorry for that boom. I'm moving around. I'm going to be still. But rest in peace to all of them. They all passed away in a plane crash. They were, I don't know where they were going, but they were traveling together. So, prayers for them and their families. That's a very hard loss so close to the holidays. And, we just pray for everyone involved. And then if there was a pilot as well, I also want to send condolences out to their family. So as far as tech goes this, week, one of the most disturbing things that I heard was that basically they are using these jobs, they're using AI to determine who gets an interview based on your name. Like if you have a black sounding name, like Aisha, Jamal, or even Keisha, they ain't even passing your resume on to the hiring manager. They don't even get to see your resume nor your qualifications only because your name looks a certain way. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I ain't never really cared for the AI thing because I just can already tell it's gonna be problems, and that's a major problem. We shouldn't have to be dealing with that. You know, people who are qualified no matter what their parents named them. And then they act like we get to choose our name. We don't get to choose our names. Like we can change it, but we got to deal with our mamas if we change our name. So we ain't trying to change our name and then get knocked upside our head. We just, suffer with it our whole life. And we have nicknames and things like that. But why would you punish someone for what their parents named them? Like their parents do not reflect them. They do, but they don't in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like they are their own person, their own identity. They might be totally different from their parents, or they might be successful just like their parents. Some people like the names that they like. It doesn't, negate whether or not they are able to do a good job. So we need to cut this mess out and just get back to talking to people face to face, going over their credentials, asking them why would they be a good fit? Because a piece of paper, nor would AI tell you if they would be a good fit for your company. You got to know who this person is, and you got to get that feeling that, this is going to be the right person versus crunching some numbers to figure out who's going to be the right person. Like that's diabolical, but we want to be all technological. That's what I'm trying to say, I think. But anyway, everything got to be technology driven nowadays. Like we need to just, calm it down a little bit and just get back to reality and, making sure that we're taking care of people who actually deserve a job, because your name does not determine whether or not you deserve a job. Who you are as a person and what you bring to that company should determine whether or not you get that job, because that's what's most important. So let's not forget that. And then, so in other tech news, though, shout out to the home team. I'm just playing, it's not the home team, but Samsung beats out Apple, Google, and I feel like somebody else. They are going to be the first to have Matter 1.5 and added to the Samsung like experience. So let me see. So it's going to be added support for security cameras, smart doorbells, and other gadgets to the popular smart home standards. So Samsung has now confirmed it will be the first and superior. Okay, we are superior platform to support the tech, beating Amazon, Apple, and Google. Okay. And we're excited for this new update because I do love all things Samsung, and Samsung Smart Things is really a bomb service that Samsung offers. So I just want to say thank you to Samsung for always just, keeping us up to date with the tech and things, because I am a diehard Samsung person. And I wish any of you iPhone people would ever try it, because I had to teach my uncle, because he thought that the camera quality was better, but no, I had to show him what was what, because he didn't really know. He didn't really know. It's okay. We got a few family members who are under the spell of iPhone, and they don't really understand why Samsung is superior. But I'm gonna help them. I'm working on that. Okay, I am pushing them through. Okay, so um, next thing I wanted to talk about, a little sports, because I don't follow much, but I do know what my home teams are doing for the most part. So our Atlanta Hawks, they lost to the Bulls last night, but Sunday, I think they beat them, but I'm not really sure. But last night they lost to the Bulls, or not last night, I'm sorry. On the 21st, they lost to the Bulls 126 to 123. Our Falcons beat the Cardinals and 26 to 19. Go Falcons. I'm really proud of y'all for pulling it through, because y'all be suffering some of the times and I be just like, what is going on? But I still always root for the home team. And then on New Year's Day, the one and only infamous best of all time, Georgia Bulldogs will be playing Ole Miss for the Sugar Bowl. So best wishes to everyone. I hope they have safe travels, and I'm ready to see the Bulldogs crush them, because I know that's what's going to happen. They got to get out there and show out. And if they don't, I will let you know disappointingly. Hey guys, I have an amazing exclusive deal from Mantra Matcha. This is one of the highest discounts that are out right now for this product. And just for being a valued listener of Chatting It Up with Mrs. B, I'm able to offer you a 15% discount using my promo code Chat with Mrs. B. So head on over to mantramatcha.com to enjoy this premium ceremony of matcha. So, one of the little misses that I had that was a little funny, it was a little key. This man pops up on my Instagram, and he had a ugly sweater on for his work gathering. You know what I'm saying? And you know what he had for his ugly sweater? Now he should have won. I know people probably was offended, but he should have won, because he put all his coworkers' photos on his sweater. Okay, they made the sweater ugly. I said, damn, if that ain't the best idea ever. I'm sorry. I hope it didn't hurt nobody feelings too bad. But he called all y'all ugly, so y'all equal. So don't nobody feel better than nobody else. Okay, he called you all ugly. And the last thing that I also wanted to talk about is y'all girl, because she ain't my girl, she y'all girl, because y'all be supporting this foolishness. But your girl Ice Spice is rightfully so facing backlash. I cannot talk tonight. My tongue is heavy. But she's facing backlash because Homegirl went to the SpongeBob premiere in this sheer form-fitting outfit. Like, it had it was like a sheer dress with underwear outline. You could see her underwear outline through the dress. And it was just giving, baby girl, where you think you going? You're not going to no club. You over here for a kids movie. Why would you wear something see-through? I know she young and everything, and I know that they don't teach etiquette classes, but we need some people on these teams to advise these young ladies on when and where it is appropriate. They need to know when and where. That's what they need to know. We don't need to see that all the time. There are times when you can be half dressed, and then there's times where you should be classy, but yet still sexy. Like Nikki said, she can be all the way covered and still giving sexy. Like, take some lessons from these older women who are walking around here looking beautiful and stunning and knowing how to dress appropriately. Like, come on. Like, you don't got to be a baddie all the time. And you can still be a baddie fully clothed. Like, that's where your self-esteem is low, because you're showing off your body because you don't feel secure enough to walk in a room. So now you got to take the attention off your insecurity by showing yourself. Like, that's not high self-esteem. That is clearly low self-esteem for any girl to think that she has to show her entire body to somebody like that. Like, I pray that these young ladies out here just really just care about themselves more than what they do. Like, just care about yourself more, love you more, and respect yourself more than doing the things that you're doing. You can be better than that, and you will be better than that if you try. All right. So, y'all, I am going to wrap this episode on up. It is Christmas week, and we all want to spend time with our families. So, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. I hope that you are filled with all the love that your heart can handle during this holiday time. And for those who are alone, I pray for you as well. Get you a nice nice hot cup of hot chocolate, and that'll help warm you up a little bit. But I just want to say, as usual, thank you, thank you, thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in once again to Chatting It Up with Mrs. B. I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time out to just help feed and pour into this podcast. You are the reason that I am able to keep going. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all have a blessed and wonderful rest of your week. Merry Christmas. And until next time, bye, y'all.